Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing some riddles that will break your brain in half.
Detective Henry Parker went missing while investigating a tricky case.
A tricky case.
His friend, Detective Davis, discovered that one of their colleagues was behind this disappearance.
Okay, so who are they? In your brain, put down Tess, Jack, and Nora.
Davis visited Parker's home, and his friend's wife gave him a note. Henry asked me to give it to you if something happened to him. Please find my husband. On the note, there were just 4 letters, 2867. Davis started to question his colleagues. I've been on vacation all week, don't you remember?
That's a bit sus. I've been on vacation all week. Really?
Remember? Said Tess. Jack was worried. I haven't seen Parker for a couple of days. Do you think something awful has happened to him? And Nora replied, I'm just a trainee. Detective Parker gave me a task, and I was busy doing it. Davis thought for a while, looked at the note again, and understood who was guilty. You have 7 seconds to do the same.
Okay, so we have 7 seconds. Tess said that she was doing a task. Nora said that she was doing a task, so she's off the list. Wait. It's Nora because she actually saw him. Ooh, stuff just got real. Let's vote Nora. We're doing Nora. Nora or Jack?
It was Tess. 2867. The first letters of these numbers make up her name. The main suspect. One evening, Emma went to take out the trash from her coffee shop. She was about to leave when she spotted something dark in the corner behind the trash bins. It was a young woman, and she was unconscious. Emma rushed to her. The girl's bag and smartphone were lying nearby on the ground. The first person on the contacts list was named Big Sis. Emma called the number and heard a female voice. I found your sister lying on the ground. It seems someone hit her on the head. Oh my, how awful. I'll come immediately. Next, Emma called the police. The sister and the police officers arrived at the same time. Arrest this woman. She's behind the attack. And Emma pointed at the sister. Why did she say so?
I think she said that because she was the last person on the contacts. So. We'll see.
She didn't tell the sister where to come. How did she know the address?
What? How did I get that wrong?
A lost watch. Mia was a shop assistant on a giant cruise liner. Once she found a super expensive watch in the boutique she worked in and announced it on the radio. Soon, 4 people appeared. Each of them claimed it was their watch. Mia looked at all of them attentively and realized who the watch belonged to. Can you figure it out too?
I think it belongs to the boy because he's the only one wearing fancy clothes. Or the man right here. Or the grandma.
The man does have a watch tan line, but it's much bigger than the watch Mia found. The young girl already has a watch on her left hand. Why would she wear the second one? The elderly lady must be very absent-minded. Her dog is wearing her watch as a collar. So, the watch must belong to the teenager. Granny's riddles. Mark was starving after a long day at the university. His apartment was too far away, so he decided to drop by his granny's. He knew she always had something tasty to treat him to. Unfortunately, his granny had a quirk. First, a visitor had to crack her riddle, and then they got as much food as they could eat. This time wasn't any different. Granny gave Mark a slip of paper. There, it was written, little, little, late, late. Can you understand what it means?
Little, late, or late, little. I mean, little, late, late, little. Wait. L T T A. Never mind. It stands for late, little, little.
Too little, too late. A mysterious scientist. Joanna made a bet with her friends. She had to go to a deserted house in the middle of their town at night. No one lived there, and the house was supposed to be demolished soon. But rumor had it, a mad scientist used that building as his lab. It was about 3 a.m. when the girl saw a gloomy, large building. The door was slightly ajar. She entered and saw a huge, dark hallway. Suddenly, someone switched on the light, and Joanna saw a bizarre-looking man in a lab coat. He stood there and stared at her for a few seconds before saying, "Good morning, I'm Dr. Clark." "But you aren't real," Joanna exclaimed. How did the girl figure it out?
Because there's two, figures standing right there.
Even though the scientist had a reflection in the mirror, he didn't cast a shadow. It was a hologram.
Huh.
I'm 15, and was it one day I'd made my first